Hi there, this is Paul Crystal here, and I'm recording from No Way Out Maximum Security Prison from ROCKtropia, which is actually, if you've ever done any of the Iron missions on Calypso, it's basically a bunch of Iron missions packed into one, all based on a prison theme, where you have to shoot a various amount of, or increasing amount of inmates, some of which are hard, others are easy. The D-block members are actually the hardest of the inmates, so they do pack quite a punch. They do hit real hard sometimes, and so you would do good to have. So if you want to start, I forgot to switch off auto use. If you want to come here and do the missions, which are about 40,000, 50,000, 60,000 kills, you would do good taking some decent armor with you. So something along the lines of Phantom, Jarhead, or better, like, I don't know, E-Mine, or whatever it is you have. Since some of the mobs here hit pretty hard, the D-block Mafia members come in 3 flavors, so it's level 29, level 30, and level 31. Not much difference between them, if you ask me, but as I said, I'm running around in an armor that protects most of the hits, so most of the time I'm getting hit for 1 damage point. So so Jarhead protects me most of the time, so there's not much difference between the levels. As far as I can see, they do have about 3,500 crit. They do have about 3,500 hit points, so it takes quite some time to shoot them till they're dead, and sometimes you get some small breaks with prison COs. This one, level 18, is the weaker one. There are also prison sword officers, which are the hardest mobs in here. They hit hard, they hit really hard. So the most comfortable armor I've had to wear when doing the sword officers was actually Polaris, which allowed me not to faff very much. If you're looking for limited armor for doing the prison missions, Polaris is your best choice, as it is very cheap, like 1%, 3%, 20% markup, and at the same time protects you from every possible hit a mob can do inside prison, because if I remember correctly, they all mostly do impact, stab, and cut damage. So Polaris with 5B plates is, if you have a set, is a very good choice. I do have unlimited armor. I use Jarhead. These are looted armor parts like Shogun, Gnome. I do use unlimited Jarhead set with Angel Shin Guards because they're cheap, and there's a tier 4 jar at combat mask, so most of the stuff is tired. Well, as you can see, tier 4 jarhead protects you for about 70, 79, 79.2, 80, 102 protection points, which is more than sufficient to bring down every mob in here. And you need, basically, if you want to stay in here and do the whole no way out maximum security prison mission chain, which is about 60,000 creatures to kill, 60,000 mobs, you do need unlimited gear. Otherwise you have to run around, run back and forth and buy stuff, buy guns, and supply yourself, have a supplier who brings you the stuff regularly, because ROCKtropia is not such big an economy as Calypso is, so sometimes it is very hard to get your hands on some decent gear. So that's why basically I'm wearing unlimited jarhead with angel shins. Angel shins are quite a lot, 90, 93 and 37, so 127.5 points of protection. They're cheap, so that's why I replaced the shins, the jarhead shins with the angel shins. And yeah, and I'm using, as you can see, a Starker of 129, which does about 90 points of damage, maximum 90 points of damage. You can see I'm not maxed now. I'm level 50. I'm level 56 BLP sniper. Already 5% into the next level. Yeah, but if you want to do a tight guard, if you want to do the mission and not worry too much about gear, you have to bring quite a stock of things with you. Yeah, I'm using Starkov because it's unlimited, packed with 200 laser sights and a ZAR precision scope, and Dante attached. Okay, the Dante adds 31, as you can see, the Dante adds 31 damage, whereas the Starkov only provides 60 damage, so one point of damage is wasted, but it is still quite a decent setup, which allows you to basically stay in prison all the time, except for the rare occurrences where you have to teleport out of prison and teleport out of prison and sell the loot or get some new stuff. Sorry, I had to make a short break. And yeah, so running around prison basically confines you to this area. You can't use the teleport. Once you're an inmate, you can't use the teleport. So basically, it's about running back and forth, getting missions, shooting the mobs, going back to the mission broker, and handing in the finished mission, getting another mission, and it's pretty much a no-brainer, because all you do is shoot the mobs and you're staying in the same place. You can see there are loads of mobs to kill, and what you're basically doing is shooting them and looting them and shooting them, and the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah, so much about the D-block Mafia mission tier for 5,000 D-blocks to kill, and yeah. Great. 5,000 D-block to kill. Part of the 40 to 60,000 you will have to kill if you want to finish the mission. Yeah, so basically not much here. Basically, yeah, so much for the first recording. Yeah, see ya.